Hey everybody, David Guerra here. Welcome back. It is Thursday, and that's right, it is time for hashtag Training Thursday. Hope you had a great week. Um, we're at it again. It's hot, it's stifling. It's like 100 and something degrees down here. I hope it's nice and cool where you are. But if not, I hope the AC is working. Okay, well, today we're going to talk about managing challenging employees. Now, every manager has had to deal with at least one in their career as managers or leaders. And if you haven't, let me be the first to tell you, you are overdue for one. It's just necessary. It's part of the deal. It comes with the territory. It's expected of you to have at least one challenging employee. And sometimes they're usually back to back, meaning you're going to take care of one, then another is going to pop up after that one, and then so on and so on, because again, you're going to get tested. But as you progress with your wisdom, your experience, your knowledge, time as a manager, as a leader, you're going to be able to deal with it a little bit better. So here are a couple of tips on how to deal with and manage challenging employees. Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to listen. See, a lot of them really what they want is they want to be heard. They want somebody to know that, hey, they're paying attention to them. But there's always going to be some that no matter what you say, they're not going to pay attention. But you know what? They still want you to listen to them because, again, it gives them fuel if you're not paying attention, if you're not listening to them. Now, as I said, some of them are not going to want anything, but it doesn't matter. Always give them clear, concise, and accurate feedback. Failing that, well, you're going to run into some troubles. Now, I can't express this enough. And no matter what you're doing with them and your conversations with them and your motivations and you're trying to research a situation or whatever, do not pull any punches. Never pull punches. It's essential that they understand that they can come to you, whether they like you or not. They can come to you knowing that you're not going to pull any punches with them. And who knows, you might just be able to convert a challenging employee into an advocate. Okay, document your work. No matter what you do at whatever level you're at, document what you do with them. It doesn't matter what you say, what the action is, what the outcome is of any conversation, any investigation. Document it. Be clear, be concise, get to the details, document it, keep it for your own personal records, because again, if that challenging employee escalates, well, at least you have some kind of documentation to fall back on. Even verbal counseling needs to be documented. Keep it in your own personal records, keep it in your personal notes that on this day, you worked together and said, within the next 30 days, there should be no more verbal communication, or verbal, oh my, I just lost my word. There should be no more employee one-on-one, manager-employee conversations and trying to figure out any type of disciplinary action. Now, if before those 30 days are up, then you have it documented that, hey, look, on this day we met and we set a goal of 30 days and you didn't meet it. Now we need to go to the next level. Now, be consistent with everybody. Be consistent with everybody and everything you do, because again, the rules apply to everybody. They don't apply just to one individual and then something other rule for another individual. No. Now, the punishment will fit the crime, but the execution of that has to be consistent. You have to be consistent as a leader, because again, as I said, if they're going to come to you knowing that you're not going to pull any punches, then that's good. But you've got to be consistent. You can't do that with everybody. You have to do that with everybody. You can't be different. You can't select and choose and pick who you want to be hard with and who you want to go easy on. No, you have to be consistent across the board, because again, that's what makes you the manager. That's what makes you a better leader. Now, explaining consequences. When things go wrong, explain those consequences. Or when you're in some type of progressive discipline situation, explain what'll happen this time, what'll happen the next time, and it could lead all the way up to termination. Or it could just be, the severity of the situation means time to terminate. Now, speaking of termination, there's going to be those times where you're just going to have to cut them loose. Whatever situation they did is going to be something that's just going to be, you know what, we don't tolerate this, we can't do this, it's time to go. Be strong. Remember, they put themselves in that situation. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. So, be strong, be brave, but most of all, be consistent. Know that it's going to happen. Now, Any other questions, comments, drop me a note, Dave at DaveGuerra.com, or on Twitter at DaveGuerra. Let me know what you think of the video. Be sure you hit the subscribe button somewhere down here on this side if you're watching this on YouTube. And this has been hashtag Training Thursday, managing challenging employees.